So good morning, Miss Mita and friends. Today we're going to talk about the MCP one. My name is Patrick and my partner is Rizky. So now I'm going to talk about the problem first. So the problem is Basque have failed to manage their employees to control their supplies, leading to dissatisfied customers and tainting their own public image and compromising their sustainability. So now I'm going to talk about the recommendation. So to solve the problem of Basque and the inability to manage the environmental issues, as they also lack of social responsibility due to prioritize prioritizing their own interests of over maintaining their surrounding environments. It is recommended for Basque to be engaged in reducing excessive use of plastic, as it may have a bad impact on for the environment. Then reducing the use of plastic involved in adopting practices, policies, and alternatives that minimize reliance on plastic materials, particularly single use of plastics. So first, Basque has to establish their targets to reduce the amount of plastic used in order to operate and continue their businesses. So by setting a goal, it provides the company a direction and focus to minimizing the usage of plastic. Moreover, it could motivate and inspire the company to achieve their goals on limiting plastic consumption. Therefore, it obviously could increase a company willingness to achieve previously set goals. Apart from that, Basque could switch plastic into other sustainability alternatives such as reusable material that still convince customer convenience, product safety, and their affordability also. Additionally, in order to get customer satisfaction while changing plastic as a mainstay item for the customer, Basque has to test the new materials in small batches to gain customer feedback and critics. And then for the last step, Basque could create a website that contains the information of the dangers of excessive use of plastics and broadcast it on the society in order to increase public awareness about the environmental problem. As Thompson emphasized that spreading information about the environmental concern is important in order to promote environmental awareness, encouraging behavioral change, and protects healthy and safe. And then for the action plan, these tasks from recommendation one should be made by the operations managers and carried out by the workers in order to in the production line as soon as possible to reduce the environmental change damage caused by the basket. And then moving on to the potential problems. So there are two problems that we have to face. The first problem is the operations managers might be too focused on the current problems and ignores the other problems such as reducing the usage of plastic. Then the second problem is the operations manager failed to switch the usage of plastics to other sustainability materials due to the society's negative feedbacks and critics that can encourage the usage of other material selection. And then for the cost, so the first cost we need to consider is about the new sustainable materials that we use to switching the plastic use. And then the second is the new technology for the sustainability.
And now for the second recommendation, it is to improve Besky's public image and sustainability. It is recommended for them to improve customer service by listening, replying, and also implementing complaints and feedbacks. And so the first step is to create a robust feedback system. Beskey should develop a multi-channel feedback, for example, through online forums, in-store kiosks, mobile apps, questionnaires, surveys, where customers can easily voice concerns and suggestions. And second is train workers to handle feedbacks. So employees should undergo like regular training to effectively listen to and address customer concerns. This include empathetic communication and providing actionable solutions. And the third step is to encourage customer interaction. So employees should adopt a friendly demeanor and proactively encourage customers to share their feedbacks. This can be facilitated by offering small incentives, such as discounts or loyalty points for completing the questionnaire or surveys. And then uh, to also implement and communicate changes. So Besky should establish a process to analyze feedback, implement meaningful changes, and also communicate these changes to customers. And now for the action plan, these tasks should from recommendations two should be made by the operations managers and also the HR managers and carried out by the workers as soon as possible, as Besky would want to stay on top of the market. So the potential problems that Besky would probably face is the HR managers could not find or employ people who have good empathetic skills to be tasked with customer service. And then for the second problem, the operations manager failed to find ways to encourage the customers to give proper feedback. And now for the potential costs of doing the second recommendation is the feedback channels, as making the feedback channels would require some money. And then employing empathetic workers would mean that there would be an increase in wages. And then also implementing the feedback by the customers to be implemented in Besky is going to cost some money. And also the new production way, for example, for new sustainability, less usage of plastic, more usages of reusable ones. And that's all from us. Thank you so much for listening.